Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Welcome to the Heaven Hollywood Podcast, also known as the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I would like for y'all to lend me your ears and your eyes for a few minutes so we can discuss this topic. Jay-Z speaking on the Verzuz and saying that nobody can see him or stand on the stage next to him or stands on the stage against him. We're going to talk about that. Now, when I first heard that, I have to admit, I was a little shocked that I heard Jay say that. And it's not because I don't believe it or not because I don't think he believes it, but it's because Jay usually doesn't do that. Jay usually doesn't comment on social media about these type of things. You may hear him talk about in an interview. You might see him. You may hear about him in a record, put something on a record. But he basically came on and said, nobody can stand on that stage against him, so let's not even talk about it. And then I heard it, I saw it, and you know what? I reposted it. And I said, where's the lie? Where's the lie? Now, for us to address this, let's be very clear. You have to be a certain age. You have to be a certain age. If you're going to discuss Jay-Z and his entirety, you have to be a certain age. You can't be 22, 23, and the only thing you've heard of Jay is, the 444 album and What's Free. All the way up remix. You can't judge Jay-Z by just things he's done in the last 5 years. Now, here's the thing. Let's remember what Verzuz is. Verzuz is your 20, in their opinion, 20 best songs that fits into that narrative that night. That fits into the whole vibe. Your track listing has to be on point. And now, since the Locks came out there and put on that great riveting performance, now a lot of people are looking at stage presence, performance, crowd reaction. So I've seen a lot of rappers. All of the rappers from, 80s and 90s, I've probably seen them at least once. All of them. I've seen Jay live probably 5 to 10 times. So, and then I know about what's going on with Jay's discography. I mean, look at his discography. How many albums does he have? 15 to 20 albums? 12, 13, 14, somewhere in there. He's got more than 10. Right? And how many records sold? So he's got a lot of big hits. So when you think about it, the first thing is going to have to be someone who's kind of from his era. So the Drake and all that, it's not going to be Drake. Drake is from the Gen Z generation. Well, he may be a millennial, but the Gen Z generation is ones that really mess with Drake. So it would never be Jay-Z versus Drake. Two different generations. Could it be Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne? I mean, if you wanted to stretch it, Lil Wayne was really, really big around, you know, that Carter 2 came out, what, 2005, 2006, 2007, somewhere in there. That's when Wayne was in his peak. Jay was already, what, 40 by then? Or close to it. So, again, the timeline may be a little too far away. So, who are we really talking about? Kanye West, maybe. Eminem, and Nas. You want to say Busta Rhyme? We can put Busta Rhyme in there. Now, I don't think Busta Rhyme and Jay-Z really match. He matches more with Kanye, Nas, or Wayne. A lot of people say Nas, and they're saying LL Cool J too. So we got to throw the GOAT in there. A lot of people say Nas. Here's my response to Nas. Great lyricist. He's been around the same amount of time as Jay, so that matches. He's still relevant now. Some people say even more relevant than Jay. Even though Jay had the verse of the year just 2 years ago. Here's the thing about Nas. That would worry me if I was rooting for Nas. No stage presence. One of the worst, not worst, but a below average performer. Right? He's a below average performer. On stage, well, where it means Nas is always high off marijuana or drinking some Henny, so he forgets his lyrics a lot. Let's say Nas went out there and had a perfect night, didn't forget no lyrics. He don't have the mainstream hits to mess with Jay. Jay's got mainstream hits. And he's got the street hits. He come out with, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hov. The whole crowd is going to throw up their diamonds when the whole part comes on. It's just like natural. It's like natural. It's like in a club when they say, engine number 9 on the New York train. And everybody's going down. If the train goes up the track, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Now, back on the scene, what does everybody do? Back on the scene. Crispy. It's just instinct. It's instinct. So when he says, allow me to reintroduce myself, my name is, everybody is going to throw the diamonds up on that part. They're not even going to be able to help themselves. That's a win right there. Unless Nas, what does Nas have mainstream enough to mess with that song? What's he going to come out the gate with, what? New York State of Mind? You know what I mean? What Nas isn't mainstream enough. There's going to be a lot of people, not black people and not hip hop heads. But you got to remember, that's not who's all watching that Verzuz. Right? That's not who's all watching the Verzuz. So I don't think Nas can deal with Jay. Now Wayne may have a better chance because Wayne is got the newer generation. And the newer generation will show Wayne a lot of love. That's why I'm not really, in love with Wayne versus Jay. Because like I said, Wayne, Jay got, what, 10 to 15 years on Wayne. Busta Rhymes is out of his era. And Kanye West is over 40. And he really came out, what, 02, 03? So you can find some Jay hits around that time. If you came out 02, 03, then Jay's album that Jay put out in 98, 99, that's still in that same era. So, Blueprint, Black Album. So that's still in that era. Then he had Blueprint 3, then he had Watch the Throne. So Jay and Kanye. And here's is what I said. Jay and LL will have great hits from back in the day, but L didn't really. What was his last hit? Paradise? Paradise is very nice. For real. All the to paradise. Paradise is very nice. That's his last hit, right? When was that? 04? 03? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when once he plays that? Anything after that was not really a hit. So these kids that know Jay-Z, they're gonna be like, someone's gonna be like, I didn't even know L rapped. Now for the hip hop heads, if you want to tell me that, oh, you're gonna just go straight all old school joints, you know what I mean? But that's not gonna happen in Verzuz. So that's the reason why I believe. And on top of that, people already done forgot about L. Like the people who are not into rap, they're not hip hop historians, they've already forgotten about that L used to rap. Eminem, Eminem is a great lyricist, probably the most deadly lyricist of all time. You know, after my boy Rakim, of course, I'm partial to Rakim, but M don't got no songs like that to get people up. Lose Yourself. What's he gonna play? Lose Yourself. What's he gonna play? Just the two of us. I tell her, Mama. Stan. So Eminem don't have verses type songs. You know what I mean? He don't have verses type songs. And the black crowd is not going to feel him like that. And that's who mostly are judging these verses. Mostly black radio, black websites. You know what I mean? So I don't even think Eminem will be in it. But let me tell you all the reasons why I think, with everyone, even Ye, why I think Jay-Z would be hard to beat. Number one, all of the material, all the albums, and all of the hits on the albums, Reasonable Doubt. Imagine Reasonable Doubt, you know he's going to play Dead Presidents. You know he can bring Foxy out and do, I'll keep you fresher than the next chick. No deed, if you ever expected. By me, I get the keys to the Lexus. No drive. Ain't no nigga like a one. He can bring Fox out. Right? He could bring Mary out and do, You Can't Knock the Hustle. You're taking all that time. That's to me, to compensate for the newer generation and the newer people, Jay can bring people out that other people can't bring out. And then he's got the ultimate soul in the hole. He's got the ultimate secret weapon, Beyonce. He can bring out a person that literally nobody else can bring out. Think about it. Because if Jay tells her not to go to anybody else's virtue, she's not going to go. But you know he going to bring her out. And do all I need in this world to send is me and my girlfriend. You know Beyonce, you know this Verzuz has a lot to do with crowd reaction and engagement. And if fans find out that he brought Beyonce up, I mean, you're going to get 2 million in there if Jay-Z's in there. Who's going to be able to stand up to My Name is Hove, Off Reasonable Doubt? You want Dead Presidents? You want Ain't No Nigga? right? Then he can shoot into the more newer stuff, on to the next. Then he can bounce into, bring Kanye out there and do Niggas in Paris. You know, all of these are high energy songs that gets the crowd crazy. You know, ball so hard, motherfuckers gonna find me. What you gonna do with that? I mean, seriously, what you gonna do with that when the whole crowd is going nuts? And unless he's facing Ye, he can bring Ye out. If he facing Nas, it's like, who Nas gonna bring out? Who has Nas had? I know Nas, most of his joints, Nas don't really have too many great collabos. He's got Lauryn Hill. He can bring Lauryn out. He can bring Lauryn out. Now, if Jay is facing Nas, Mary will probably come out for Nas before Jay. But the Nas and Mary song, what was the Nas and Mary song? Mary. Nas and Mary had a pretty good song. It wasn't Can't Knock the Hustle, but Jay can break out. I Got 99 Problems. That's another great crowd song. Jay can break out Encore. He can break, and then he can close it with What More Can I Say? He can break out Big Pimpin'. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know. Anywhere I've been, or where I'm about to go. You know what I mean? He the people he can bring out, not a lot of people can bring out. Have Pharrell up there. Niggas be like, how am I gonna top that? And then if it really get good to him, he pay Rihanna 50 stacks and have her come do Run This Town with Ye, if he ain't facing Ye. And Ye already said he wouldn't do a Verzuz against Jay. So Jay-Z saying nobody can stand toe-to-toe with him on the stage. You better go check that man's discography out. Check out all the hits, all the number ones. Who out there, unless you're Ye, I said Eminem and Lil Wayne, the generation is just too far. It's just too far. No, it would not be fair. It wouldn't be fair. You need somebody within the same generation. That's what all the Verzuz has been about. Lil Wayne needs to go against Drake or Kanye. You know what I mean? Drake, Kanye, Nicki Minaj. No, Drake can go against Nicki Minaj. Lil Wayne, T.I., perfect. Lil Wayne versus T.I. Since T.I. thinks that he's the dude, Lil Wayne versus T.I. be perfect. Both from the South. Let's settle the king of the South. Lil Wayne and T.I. Drake and Nicki. Jay and who you want? Nas. To me, that would probably be the smartest, the smartest one. You know, the closest one. Nas, Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes be interesting. Busta Rhymes be very interesting because Busta is a great performer. And Busta can get the crowd up. And he's got some hits too. Hit it with the saying, yo. Dilly with the Mac, Millie with the dilly, yo. With the bunk of the fanny, yo. With the zeddy, yo. Look at the fruity, yo. The fruity, yo. You moody, yo. Top of knuckles, good to hit it. It's a fruity, yo. Hit that at the dip at fruity, yo. I mean, Busta got some hits now. But he can't bring out Beyonce. Mariah would never come out against Jay. He got Mariah, but Mariah would never come out against Jay. Jay hit her like, listen, Buster's gonna call you. Yeah, he's gonna call you to try to have you show up at this Verzuz, like, for him. Listen, you already know. I would never go against you, Jay-Z. You already know. Groggy ass voice. You already know, Jay. Nah, I would never go against you. You don't have to worry about that. When he calls, I'm just not gonna answer. But you gotta call Mariah. He gonna bring Beyonce out and shit. I already know how this nigga Jay gonna do. I'ma call up Mariah and shit. She gonna come out. We gonna fucking break the internet when she come out, nigga. Yo, come on, Mariah, pick up the phone. Yo, Mariah, what's up? This Bust the Bus. I need you to come through on this Verzuz shit, for real. Come through as a surprise guest. We gonna do our joint. The place gonna go bananas. Yo, call me back. Wow, wow. Mariah's not gonna come out against Jay. What people gonna do when Jay throw on them joints? What people gonna do when Jay drop? Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Have you ever seen a crowd going ape shit? That's a skirt. And Beyonce throw that leg up. I truly believe that what he said. You have to keep it in the context of Verzuz. You can only do 20 songs. And you're going to have to pick the right songs. And Jay got way more than 20 songs. And the other guys do too. But Jay's songs are so impactful and he's so, stable on stage. Even though he's not doing a lot of moving or whatever. It's like you feel like he's holding a conversation with you directly. That's how it is when you see Jay. I've seen Buster too. Buster's got a lot of energy. He don't run out of breath. He don't run out of energy. Got a lot of energy and he's got a lot of hits. But Jay, I think when he come back and hit again, Buster put out an album recently, but none of it was really a hit. Maybe the joint with Kendrick, whatever. But Jay can always do something that he's done recently. Nobody wins with the Family Feuds. The What's Free verse. You see what I'm saying? He's more current and more relevant, more current than Buster. He just is. So I believe Jay-Z was telling the truth. Judging on those guidelines, like I said, Wayne could, but Wayne is not a good matchup for Jay-Z. And Jay-Z is not a good matchup for Wayne. Because the older heads are going to be like, man, F Wayne. And the newer kids are going to be F Jay-Z. So you're not going to really get, a even matchup. However, we'll have to wait and see. But I have to agree. Because Jay has the most versatile catalog, because Jay knows how to calculate, and he would calculate his track listing, and he has Beyonce. That's pretty much it. Let me know what you think below in the comments. I want to thank everybody for joining me. This has been the Heaven Hollywood podcast. Peace.